nice background as it pertains to a certain profession, and I'm sure many, if not most, and a lot of what we've heard today are more captivating than mine, but I guess this particular path, the Hall of Fame, had humble beginnings in the mud, the dirt of the barnyard with a basketball goal attached to a mercury vapor light bulb. It was kind of the basis for which I created my own games, which I produced play-by-play with the audience, kind of 3 or 4 horses, milk cows, and chickens on the other side of the feed trough. But it's kind of funny that I described a lot of main baskets during that time, and if I happened to miss, there was a kind of a phantom foul call that sent me to the free throw line. But that was kind of the genesis of where I came from in my broadcasting career. Late at night, when the 50,000 watt AM stations, and I'm going to be 57 years old next month, so back in my day it was AM radio to listen to sports, but listen to the NBA broadcasters and listen on the radio to Malin Aldridge do the Mizzou games, Vern Hawkins do the Missouri State games, and one of my mentors, Art Haynes, who's still doing those games at this time. So hearing those legendary announcers, that created for me the game's images, which is kind of the true mantra for all broadcasters to help the audience visualize the action like they're witnessed it firsthand. And I hassled a general manager by the name of Warren Wilford at KLW Team 11 back in 1981 and finally broke him down and against, I think, probably what he feels was his better judgment. He gave him my first job, and I certainly want to thank him and also my current boss at KJL Radio 11 and Mike Edwards for allowing high school sports to be a big part of radio station's programming foundation. I think games on the radio help connect the radio station to the communities and also the schools to their patrons. And you've heard it, and I feel it's true that schools are the front door and the window to towns and cities that they're located in, and the athletic teams of those high schools, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, or whatever athletic endeavor, those really kind of help secure the impressions of people that don't live in those particular towns. First game on radio broadcasting a basketball game was in Buffalo in 1981. Phone company neglected to put my phone line in, so I marched up to the coach's office and grabbed the phone, stepped outside the door, and did the entire game holding the phone in my ear like that. We've kind of advanced from that into cell phone capability. Now we do a lot of internet broadcast now, so the technology has advanced. And I want to thank several individuals who've helped me as my broadcast associates down through the years. And in particular, David Millsap. He's been my cohort for 22 years at KJL, and we've had a very close association, and hopefully we've helped the folks that have listened on the radio to our broadcast kind of visualize the games that have happened on the court. I want to thank Jackie Payne, Hall of Fame member in his own right, someone I consider to be a close friend, who consented to a lot of radio interviews after a lot of wins and after some losses also. And appreciate his patience and cooperation down through the years. He's won a lot of basketball games and represented the schools he's been with a lot of class and integrity, and he continues to do so today. Lynn Long, Charlie Pentecost, Kyle Paulson, currently Adam Bordeal, who's here today at the back of the room, Brendan Kelly, the girls coach at Lebanon. Also want to mention another Hall of Famer in the MBCA. His name is Paul Hale. His first job, of course, he gained a lot of notoriety with what he did in Cape Girardeau in southeast Missouri, but Paul's first job was at Stoutland, where I grew up, and he considered to let me be his statistician for the 2 years that he was there at Stoutland in my freshman and sophomore years. Also want to congratulate my good friend Coach Skip Brock for being inducted into the Hall of Fame today. I'll tell you what, Coach Brock and his group of players and his family, Matt and Abby and Thomas, they have utilized the game of basketball to advance themselves in the sport of life, and they have also given back to the sport of basketball also. Coach Stubblefield, congratulations. Danny and Bill, I think you're probably going to have to reconfigure the MBCA website because once word spreads on social media about Coach Schofield's top 10, I'm afraid they're going to crash your website. So I'd say you're probably going to make plans for that.
Don't be an agent.
And it's just been a great run for me. Over 30 years doing basketball, it's great to be in the Hall of Fame with so many other great coaches and broadcasters that I followed. Coach Smith from Oakley, Brad Boyer went in a couple of years ago, and also Gary Canance from Waynesville. So we have two of the sports play-by-play announcers, Brad and Gary, in our radio group that have also just gone in recently to the Hall of Fame. Also Kevin Kelly from Jefferson City and John Covington from Washington. Family is important in the sport of basketball and the family of life. My wife Rhonda is here, my son Trevor, my son Andrew was here, and Coach Mertz mentioned South Dakota roots today. Well, I had a South Dakota moment today because my sister Charlotte and her husband Bill, unbeknownst to me, made the trip from Belfouche, South Dakota today to witness this ceremony. So, love you all. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it very much. Most of all, thanks to the thousands of players for who have played so many games that I've had the privilege of calling. They form the memories that we all cherish, and certainly know the appreciations to the coaches. They've sacrificed and dedicated a large portion of their lives to advance the game of basketball and provide a positive influence on those who don the uniform. This is the pinnacle for me in any walk of life that you're selected to the Hall of Fame. And the late Charlie Spoonhour would say that's pretty good. I'm humbled and honored to join this year's induction class and the many others who've contributed to make high school basketball what it is in Missouri. I have a good friend, his name is John Ehrman, former coach at Lebanon. He was inducted into the Lebanon Sports Hall of Fame about 5 years ago. Football coach, wrestling coach, and he concluded by saying, I'm a rich man. Not financially, by the gain I've made with money, but by the people I've met. And I'm a rich man today, and I've stepped up even further. Thank you very much.